Hello viewers. Just want to give everyone an update on the living room situation here at the location. So if you follow us here, you might recall I had this monstrosity of a desk that I hired movers to bring from the other house to here. And when they got it here, they couldn't get it into the room that I needed it to because the doorway is too small. And this is an executive desk that was given to me maybe 8 years ago by someone, a family friend. One of their family members passed away, and I had started a new job back then at the last job, and I was like, oh, and I'd be working a lot from home, so I needed something, right? And it was a beautiful desk, and it was older. It was beautiful. It was really good shape. Too big even for that room that I had it in. I mean, it fit fine in that room, and there's video footage of it. But I made it work, right? So I thought, okay, I'll bring it here, and because I was using a small desk at the condo location, and the movers got it here and they couldn't get in the doorway. So I left it jammed in the living room, and Eddie and I started disassembling it, but it's not meant to be disassembled. Like it is, I mean, it is a high quality desk. I don't know what this thing cost new years ago. And again, it wasn't perfect. It had, some blemishes on it, and it was getting older, but I didn't know what to do. So we started disassembling it as best we could and realized still we couldn't get the pieces off we needed to get it in that room. And we finally, after trying and trying and trying, gave up. So we left it here. It's been here like all summer against the fireplace, just out of the way. Well, yesterday, which was Labor Day in the afternoon, I was here by myself, and I was going to make some attempts at it earlier in the summer, but my back had just had been bothering me, and I just got over it. So back feels really good, and I'm a fairly strong individual, and I was able to single-handedly get this thing out the front door, out that door. I ripped the drawers out. The drawers weren't even really supposed to come out, and I got very aggressive with it. So we got it out. We didn't break anything in the process, and it now looks much better in here. Much, much better. Unfortunately, air conditioning season will be ending at some point soon, and this is the day after Labor Day, so when this airs, that air conditioner likely will not be there anymore. And this chair, it's kind of a placeholder. It was a free find. I talk about that in older videos. It was a free find a couple months back. There's another one of these chairs. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to leave it there, put it somewhere else. The other one's up in my bedroom. I may ultimately move that to the guest room. So I was very happy about this, vacuumed up, cleaned up, and this room is just better. It's not done yet, but it's certainly better. We got some pictures on the walls, and I want to hide that wire and think about removing that power strip and just doing a thin cord across to that outlet. So that's that, okay? And then the other piece was, let's see here, was the guest room, which you've seen me comment on. I've been in there doing some other videos with things that have to do with fans. Well, I finally assembled the bed frame, and then I was able to put the bed that I acquired on Marketplace back in, gosh, I remember the cicadas were out. So this was like early June, probably the very beginning of June. So it took me that long. This thing was just standing up against the wall. I borrowed an end table from the living room, and that lamp was on the mantle. That lamp I got at Goodwill for like $2 or something for my office at the Midwest location when I worked there, and I took it with me, and for now it works pretty well. I had to run an extension cord to get it to the switch because there's no other lights in here. And then this dresser, brought from the basement at the other location. I have known this dresser all my life. It was at my great aunt's house, the room I would stay in when I would sleep there. It was there. The unique thing about this, and I probably talked about this in previous videos, is the drawers are actually lined with wallpaper from my parents' first house. So that wallpaper is from 1978. Who knows what's in it? But this, I had gone over it, wiped it. One of the legs is a little, kind of needs a little help, and I try to brace it as best I could. So this will live in here. It's not if I have to toss it because it breaks or something, I will, and replace it. But it cleaned up pretty good, and the drawers are good as well. That TV was my grandmother. She passed away in 2021. This was her main TV, and it sat on top of a console TV because she was upset you still couldn't buy TVs that were consoles when that happened. I really haven't had much use for this TV. In fact, my family told me like that day, they're like, you need a TV? I'm like, no. They're like, we should take it. So it will serve here. This actually came from the house I grew up in, this little lazy Susan, as you will. And I remember my parents didn't need it after a while, and I put it in my bedroom in the house I grew up in because I had a CRT 13-inch color TV, and I stuck it on top, and I used to rotate it in my room. This carpet was in my little office area in my apartment in the Midwest location, brought that. Same with that desk chair, brought that. Now this room has, the previous owner installed shelves instead of a traditional closet. So I'm gonna leave it like that for now. I wiped all that down, removed all the stuff in there. Basically all the stuff sitting in there either had to get kind of put away, or most of it is stuff I'm getting rid of. It's books that I've read that I'm not gonna probably read again. So I just other little items that will go on eBay for really inexpensive. I usually list books for 99 cents just to give them a good home, right? And if they don't go after a little while, then I ultimately just put them in one of those like donate book things. We have a lot of little libraries around here, free libraries where you donate books and you could take free books. So I like to do that because especially since the books have only been read once, and when you open those libraries, there's some well-loved books in there, but you can at least donate some next to new books, which is kind of cool for someone looking for a book. And that's about it. So I have to I don't think I have the proper bedding for this in terms of sheets. This is I guess it's a full. And so I have to do that. I have to get pillows. And then if I can find miscellaneous pictures to put up on the wall or something, I will. But the idea is I'm thinking of renting this room. Or before that, if any of my fan collector friends want to come up for a visit, come up to Massachusetts for a visit, this would be your room. And complete with 2 fans. Actually, the fans won't live in here the fans won't live in here ultimately. I'll probably throw in the Utilitech fan in this room and call it a day if I end up renting this room out. And but if a fan collector comes, tell me what you like and I'll put it in. I'll put it in for you. So all right, well that's gonna be it. That's a quick update on the house, what I've been up to. Labor Day weekend, I was laboring most of yesterday. I got pallets for the basement to put air conditioners down, did a video on that. Also, just kind of tidied up. One day I went to the beach in the afternoon after my workout in the morning, and then that Saturday, Eddie and I worked on lawnmowers, fixed a friend's lawnmower, worked on his Honda push mower, and so I was laboring. Now it's Tuesday, and back. It feels like a Monday, but it's Tuesday. So back to the real world. All right, well, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and hope to see you very soon.